Hi everybody, this is Zombie and welcome to another one of my dungeon boss videos. So here we are with episode 2 of Blackiron. I wanted to do a bit of an update because the guild has now been running for about a week and a half. We are completely full, slots wise. I expect that we'll get some slots open, so don't let that deter you from getting in touch and registering interest to actually join. We've got a very busy line chat, lots of stuff being shared in there, which is good to see. I've had some help from a couple of friends. Let's take a quick look in the guild roster. So, Starscream kindly volunteered to be officer on one of his alts that he dug up from the past. And we've also got Violet Lyra, who has been really instrumental in getting the recruits through the door and filling up those roster spaces. Lyra is only set here. Violet Lyra is only set to be with us for a short period of time. She's currently waiting for a slot in a much larger guild. At that point, she'll rotate her alt in and she'll remain as an officer for Blackiron. I hope for as long as possible as well. But again, if she needs to move on, then that's all good. But we've had lots of support. As you can see here, we've got a full roster of people. We've loosened up on some of the requirements as well. One of those being the only one being that line is not mandatory. We still expect people to be active, and if not, then you'll get a kick. Oh look, 4 days. Let's do a kick right now. Go kick, off you go. So as you can see, we've still got slots. I've got a couple of people waiting to get in, so I will be adding people shortly. It's been a busy week for me. As some of you will know, Starscream and I have produced starting to produce the videos for a series around the hero runes. So that took up, I think it was around 4 or so evenings of work getting that done. It's quite intensive because I wanted to make sure it was polished rather than what I'm doing right now, which is recording. So you'll have to forgive me for when I make errors on when I'm recording here because it's not perfect. I've not got a script. I'm ad hocing. But I want to say a big thank you to everyone who's shown interest and shown support. I've got something like 455 subscribers now. It's actually quite amazing, and people still asking to get into Blackiron. So, I want to extend my thanks and my appreciation for your support for not just this project, but also all of my other videos as well. It's great to see the community still alive and active as it is. So a bit about the account then and where we're at so far. Let's take a look at what do I want to cover first? Purchases. So the purchases that I've made, as you'll see up on the screen now, this popped up. So this is my second purchase. I've not bought anything since I got the 50 gems a day deal. This though, when I showed this to the rest of Level Capped, our jaws dropped. If we had the chance to buy this in Level Cap, we would have all snapped this up. And for only £8.49, that probably translates to what, $11 or so? Not too sure, $11, $12. You can't really fault this deal. I mean, look what's in there. 100 Masuta Kira tokens, 5 free summons, 1,500 gems, 2 million gold, and 1,000 stamina with 200 keys to go to it. It's quite incredible. Why is that not offered to us up in the higher echelons? I don't know. Probably something to do with getting guys involved in the game, getting people involved and getting them hooked. Who knows? But it's interesting. If anyone's got any feedback about that, leave it in the comments section because I'll be interested to hear. Looking at the stats at the top of the screen then, you'll see how a zombie managed to get 4,720 gems. Well, it's because I'm a hoarder. I've been saving up. I've obviously got the gems there from the deal that I just mentioned, but the rest of those gems, I've just been doing campaign dungeons and completing those, and the gems have been coming in. And also, now that I got past level 28, I'm able to do the tower, which I'll go over shortly, but I managed to get quite high up on there on a daily basis. But back to that special offer. If you do see something like that coming in that's too good to be true, then snap it up, because it isn't too good to be true. It's real. Bag it straight away. We've got other offers. Where are we in the specials? I'm not particularly impressed with. I mean, why would I pay that for some squinch tokens? I don't think so. Selwyn bundle. No. And Soom Ascends. Back in the day, maybe. Soom was good, but these days he's just been nerfed too heavily, so he doesn't really play much of a part in my roster. So onto the heroes. Where are we at here? So, one thing about Masuta Kira then. So I've got those 100 tokens, but I've not cashed him in. My plan is to get him in a portal and then use those tokens to upgrade him immediately to 4-star. So he's currently at 3-star. He'll come in as that, and then his next upgrade will be 100 tokens to get him to 4-star. So he's going to sit there until I get MK through a portal. I will not summon him through this. And that will likely be the case for any of the other big heroes if it ends up in a similar sort of way. If I get tokens from a portal and not unlocks, I will not be unlocking them via this screen. I'll wait until I get a proper unlock from a portal. So heroes-wise, who am I focusing on? Well, Life Reaper Brom, he's kind of been instrumental in everything that I'm doing. I use him in campaign and I'm using him in PvP. My advice to you guys, and something that I've done here, is with your resources, with your farming of tokens and your your rune creation and rune upgrading, focus on one team for PvP and one team for PvE. There might be some crossover there as well, just like Brom is in this for me. And you'll soon find that you're able to actually make nice progress all the way through, win PvP battles and also progress the campaign dungeon. We'll go through my campaign in a second and some PvP. But Brom here has been absolutely amazing. So he's still got a pair of rubbish purple runes there. I need to work on those. But because I managed to make it into campaign mode, I've been able to start farming improved power runes. And they've really given me an advantage, especially in PvP. Otherwise as well, finding these along the way have been really good. And I've been crafting them and upgrading them. You may have seen the video that I mentioned earlier on for our rune series. Well, that discusses some key elements there. When you're trying to be efficient with gold, try to not upgrade runes that are above 3-star unless, you know, they're really, really good and you want to actually do it and you accept that it's going to cost you a fair bit of gold. Keep it below 3 stars. It'll be nice and cheap. I've been able to be efficient and get some decent stats out of these, as you can see. One thing I do need to make is a better blue rune, so let's go and make one of those right now. I've saved it for us. Crafting water bulwarks. I want to give him something decent, so let's see what this comes out with. I need to give him a bit more defense. That looks good. And that looks even better. So I'm going to keep that as it is. I'm not going to upgrade it anymore, because we've got there those 3 stars. If I now, I could re-roll and I could end up with a heroic or even a legendary 3-star, which would be good. But the likelihood is that it's not going to happen. Maybe I'll get, well, I don't know. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. I only do, one tip I'm going to give in the next hero rune guide episode is no more than 2 rolls, 3 at the max when you're at this level, when you've not got gems to spare. Oh, look, there you go. That's exactly what I wanted to avoid. 4 stars. Now that'll cost me a lot to upgrade. Let's see if I can get it to a heroic. No, and there we go. I'm stopping there. So, lesson learned for myself there as well. Don't bother doing that in future. And you guys can see how much this will cost me to upgrade this rune. And I imagine it's not going to be good. No, don't upgrade. Remove. Salvage. Okay. Let's get this upgraded. Oh, that's a lot of, that is a lot of gold. Oh, good grief, look at it. So there you go. What was that? That was 350,000 gold to upgrade that. Lesson learned. I won't be doing that again. That better keep you alive, Brom, in PvP. I'm telling you, that was a... Oh, look at it. I'm skint now. Oh, well. Oh, well, swiftly moving on. I've got Ponty. I was lucky. I did a pull in the on a portal, and he came out, which was good, so I've kept him up to date. But I'm focusing on Life Reaper Brom, Cruel King Bramble, with some pretty decent runes on him. Where are we? Yeah, so Kai Makani, who's on my defense team. Zerk, who I've managed to get to 2-star now. And as ever, Zerk gets the best of the best. It's fun using my Goblin team at this level because it's almost like a mini version of my main Goblin team. And it's kind of cute. They're not as powerful. But Zerk jumps in there with his little bit of critical. There you go, 18%. And yeah, it's kind of cute having the mini Goblins along for the ride. But Zerk, I'll just quickly show you his stats and his runes. So some pretty good stuff on there. Some of them found, some of them crafted. And, of course, Nub, which keeps the group alive. Some stats, there we go. You guys can pause this on the video to have a proper look. And then Torchy. Good old Torchy. I'll tell you about a tactic that I use for PvP shortly, which involves Torchy. Oh, and one more, of course. Where is he? Boverse. It's reviving all these memories of when I used to be much lower level. And the tactics I used to use, and they were sound then, and they're still sound now, which is good. So, anyway. Let's get off there. So, portal-wise, I'm still following my philosophy with Honor Scrolls in that I will use... so, let's quickly duck into here. In the Honor Shop, I will be buying this pack, this chest of gold, twice a day. That's where the focus of my scrolls go. If I've got any overage for that day, I will then do some portal pulls, which we'll do in a second. I'm not going to be using my gems or my free heroic summons because I'm still waiting for that Halloween event, when I'm hoping it'll be Lord Zom, that I can pull Lord Zom down, but we shall see. I'm not particularly interested in Crex on this account. I'm not particularly interested on my main account either, although I did win some free tokens. It wasn't a fix from Starscream's Twitch last night, which was pretty cool. So I'll be doing a video on the Gorgons and Crex to show him off. But yeah, on this one, I don't intend to keep them. I don't intend to use my gems. I'm going to hoard those. When I get a 10 times summon as well, when I get stock my free ones up, I pull one there. But as our 1,000 scrolls up there are overage, let's see what we can get. We've got our fingers crossed for a BD. Squinch, no thank you. Come on, BD. Come on. Ugh. Oh well. And that is exactly why my scrolls go on the gold packs, because that's where it's worth it. So that's that. Tower wise, I've managed to get to quite high. I think the highest I've got is to floor 9, which is good. I am saving my trophies because I want to see whether I need stamina or whether I need loot keys. And also, if any decent heroes come in here, then maybe I'll bag 5 tokens if any Igorok or anything like that comes up. But I'm not spending those frivolously on stamina, not least because I've got this 300 odd still up here from that 1,000 that I got. So tower, I'm going to do a video specifically on the tower as well about tactics that I use. I'm using a bait team approach at the minute where I'll send one guy in per level to soak up some attacks, and then I'll send a main team in afterwards, and it's working quite well. I've not managed to complete it yet, but the runes are helping me to get by on that. What have we got next? Let's just quickly duck in here and claim some of these. So I've started to work my way through challenge mode, as I'll do a run or so in a moment, and I've now got a blessing. There we go. In fact, I'll have 2 blessings, I think. Let's go and claim those. Claim 1. Yeah, we know what that is. Nope, we're not giving it to him. You know who this is going to. We all know. It's the man of the hour. Where is he? Have I gone past him? There he is. Congratulations, Zerk. You're the first blessed hero of ZombiJnr. Right, okay. So, what was I going to do? Yes, PvP. So, let's duck into here. Let's claim some gold. I'm doing okay. This is my defense team at the moment. It's not too bad at all. It's not infallible, as you can see. I am getting quite a few losses. So, rather than not infallible, it's actually pretty crap. Maybe I'll change that up at some point. I don't know. I've got to upgrade a load of chest stuff too. Keep the gold going. There we go. Let's get stuck into some raiding then. So, my go-to team. You do have to choose who you attack, but you can, with this one, you can be fairly non-selective. The tactic is to... Oh, I didn't actually check who was first on the defense. I think it was Astrid. Oh dear. Well, the idea is you're meant to pay attention when you go into your fight, and you use Torchy to silence them, Bovis then to charge them and make them all slow. Bramble there to give everyone dance party, and then Brom finishes the job. I'm gonna go for you. Was it Astrid? No, but it doesn't matter. You don't put Yasmin first on your defense team, guys. Don't do that. Don't do that. So the reason I put Brom first as well, again, is because if you don't, and the slow heroes on the opposing team, though I think they will come before Brom if you end up putting Brom last on your list. But now that everyone's been made slow, which is what effectively you're fighting now, a bunch of slow heroes, Brom, if I'd have put him last on my selection, he would go second. So bear that in mind. I think that's how it works still. I think it used to at one point. So there you go. It does some crits, 2 of them dead. That should take out Nim, and it does. It's a tactic that works. I can mindlessly do PvP. Sometimes I lose. Most of the time, though, this happens, and I win quite easily. Let's get this finished off so we can move on to the next piece, which is campaign progress. And a big hit from that. I mean, that's pretty decent. Nearly 4,000 damage from Bramble. Right, good. Last bit then. So campaign progress. I do have a bit of an advantage in that my friends list is quite substantial. It's full of big players. As you can see, lots of level capped friends there. Oh, there we go. Hello, boys, if you're watching this. I've got lots more friends to add. 26. I didn't even realise. I've even got, look at Lindsay, the Aegis of Athena. She was foolish enough to accept my request. Thanks, Lindsay. You're the best. Right, anyway, on to campaign mode. So, progress so far, as you can see, I'm in challenge mode. I'm actually blitzing through these quite nicely. The end bosses sometimes give me a bit of hassle, but then I just send in a Kozar from level capped, and he has words, and we move on to the next level, which is good. On normal mode, we are zooming ahead, thanks to runes. So I think runes are really, really good. If you get some decent runes, you want to do as I have advised in the rune guide, tailor your runes to 3-star, and you will be efficient on your gold expenditure, which means you can put some really good runes on your core team. Don't go using runes on all of your heroes. It's a waste. Just don't do it. Choose your core team that you find useful, just like I have here. And then you'll make significant progress through this. One thing that I have noted, actually, one observation, is when I was leveling up, so this time last year, when I was leveling up, when I started it, the XP quests were still being given beyond level 30. Now they're not. So I think that people are going to be leveling up much more slowly these days. Certainly, that's what I've seen. They've all dropped away. My progress now is actually quite slow, despite playing this daily and progressing my stuff along nicely. So just an observation there. But I'm going to keep on pressing forward with challenge mode, and let's see if we can do one now and show you what we've got. So we've got some fire heroes there, so my goblins aren't going to be particularly useful, but I'm going to go for it anyway. We'll see. I could regret this. So I'll start these off straight away by doing dance party for everyone. Let's see, still decent amount of damage. Let's get it on auto, see what happens. Oh dear. Oh, that hurt, didn't it, nubs? So I don't think I'm going to do too great on this one. If they were different colours, that might have been a little bit better, but as it is, find a bunch of red heroes. That's probably a big fail there, Zombie. Never mind. Oh, and that's what you get for auto. Letting Brom attack a statue. There we go. It's only 2 dungeons, 2 rooms. As I was saying then, Blackiron chat's been really busy. We've got people joining from every level. We've got someone who's currently working her way to level 14, so she can actually join the guild as well. So I've kind of got a spot reserved for her. She's in chat. I've got people asking me on the channel, still wanting stuff, wanting positions in the guild. And if you guys have got any ideas of the sort of videos you want to see me do with a low-powered roster, then let me know. You've had a quick preview there of some PvP, so that kind of combines that in. Now, look, I'm not going to fight these. I'm not going to be stupid enough to even attempt that. Who shall we send in? Let's send someone... Sorry, Zitzu, you're just not strong enough on this one. Pwnage. My countryman, Pwnage. He likes to wear silk cravats and drink shandy, but he's all right. He's a good lad. And he's free to play, don't you know? On you, Pwnage, you're free to play. F2P, there we go. So that's how I'm managing to progress with a bit of decent runes on my heroes and some help from my friends in level capped. So lastly then, I just wanted to show you ZombiJnr defeating the Lich. The team for this is pretty standard. You need to bring along Stonefist to maintain a taunt for as much as possible all the way through this to take away the attacks from your other guys. Yasmin is good because she's anti-undead and also the obvious healing powers there. So she really supports the whole group and keeps everyone on their feet. Maintain that strategy all the way through until fighting the Lich. Keep on that taunt on Stonefist there. Your other two guys, they just need to be heroes that can hand out damage really. So if you've got a couple of dudes that are really ruined up, then bring them along. For this last boss fight, all you need to do is focus all of your attacks on the Lich. Don't worry about the two undead. They're kind of just a distraction. As long as you've got Stonefist on there taking their hits, you guys won't get diseased from the undead. The only way you'll get diseased is from the Lich. So it should be fairly straightforward. One last thing to say, big thanks to everyone who's been involved in Blackiron so far, and thank you for your continued support. That's all for now, guys. Please do leave comments, questions or suggestions in the comments section below. I'll always try to answer. Remember to check out the rest of my YouTube channel for more Dungeon Boss videos, or search Zombie Dungeon Boss in Google or YouTube for more. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.